chasing the dream. Metal screams louder than my own damn team. I'm racing in the gray where the sparks collide. Moderately fast, but I'm riding with pride. Decent standard, finding my own pace. Burning rubber with the grin on my face. Late night sweating in the neon glow. Sim wheel spinning, it's the only life I know. Old bones aching, but I grip real tight. Chasing every corner like I'm born to fight. I'm racing in the gray where the sparks collide. Moderately fast, but I'm riding with pride. Decent standard, finding my own pace. Burning rubber with the grin on my face. Fat man pushing it through every turn. Miles on the track for the lessons I learned. Not the fastest, but damn, I'm alive. Moderately fast, old men still thrive. I'm racing in the gray where the sparks collide. Moderately fast, but I'm riding with pride. Decent standard, finding my own pace. Burning rubber with the grin on my face. Grin on my face.
No, that's not our music, is it? It's not.
On the village green,
Let's
the crowd gathers round.
let's forget that one.
Engine growls beneath my feet, screaming pride. Burning rubber, chasing clocks, no place to hide. Every corner tells a story on the edge. Brake late, hit the apex, life's on a ledge. Faster, faster, hungry heart can't stay still. Searching for the straight where time bends too well. Climb the pole, take the win, feel the glory burn. Lap after lap for the prize I earn. Knuckles white, grip tight, never let go. Roaring through the chicane, adrenaline flow. Eyes like daggers, slicing through the smoky air. A battle for fractions, no moment to spare. Faster, faster, hungry heart can't stay still. Searching can't stay still. Searching for the straight where time bends too well. Climb the pole, take the wind, feel the glory burn. Lap after lap for the prize I earn. Gray hair flying in the simulated wind. Old body screaming, but I ain't giving in. Fat man on the track chasing the dream. Metal screams louder than my own damn team. I'm racing.
Right, I think we're done, and I'm just behind the game tonight, folks. So I'm just catching up. Track list is gone. We're up and running. The only thing we haven't done is the chat server. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the channel. I will just very quickly run down the bits and pieces, get this set up. No, I keep connecting to the wrong stuff. My brain is not prepared. Unplanned events tonight. That's what it's been. Why can't I find it? My eyes can't see. There it is. Right, as professional as ever. Chat room is up for those people that want to partake, and everybody should partake, really, if we're talking about that kind of thing. So there we go, the chat room is open. So welcome Mikey, welcome Silver Surfer. Wilkie is probably watching the football, so I don't expect him to be about much. It's not really sure who's playing tonight. Silver Surfer, welcome. How about a wet race league? We can talk about that. Wet races haven't gone down very well. They've been very, very difficult. But good evening, Lee. Good evening, Roy Race. You're welcome. Roy got gifted a membership at the end of the last stream. Welcome, Norman. Welcome, Tess. Right, it is tonight, folks. Good evening, Mikey. It is tonight, the start of the new league season. We're on to Tuesdays and Fridays with both seasons being 6 weeks long. Sorry, I just got distracted by Wilkie saying it's a critical game, City versus Bournemouth, and I don't understand where the criticality is unless it's for a qualification place for Europe for next season, maybe. So sound on the
almost sounds like you're underwater.
In the chat, as in here, not on the stream.
Yeah, in here, not the stream, in here.
Okay, well I'll leave and come back. Leave. And then I'll join again. However I do that, no idea. Click the button, join on this device. I noticed my phone wasn't actually quite connecting correctly when I joined. How's that?
It still sounds similar.
What about if I move it away from the fan? Does that sound any better?
A little bit, but not much.
Not a lot I can do about it then. You're just going to have to leave lump with it. I can't do anything about it. That's what it is. Unless I have to turn my phone off completely, but hey ho. Right, where was I? Let me turn my phone off and restart. We can't have crap, can we? Let me quit out of everything and turn it off and restart it. It's been one of them days. Turn off phone. There we go, slide to power off. Right, so back to the league. I'm completely losing my thread. I can't focus or concentrate on anything. It's the Camaro SS 16 Cup this 6 weeks on a Tuesday night. We are seriously racking racers. We've had 2 people drop out today. I think we're down to 6. And at this point, folks, the worst thing I can tell you is it's not really worth it for 6 people. If that means the end of the channel, that means the end of the channel racing side of things. I'm going to try and do my best to get more people involved, but with 6 people racing, it really isn't going to be any fun for me. It's not going to be really right for the channel. I might as well just take it away and do something else with it. So I've just got to put the league on notice and say if nobody really wants to race, I really don't want to host them. So it is what it is, and we'll go from there. So what we've got to try and do, what I've got to try and do, is make this channel more attractive to people, and I have to wake up to it. If people aren't interested, then I'll go and do something else. So I think that's got to be said to me in my brain, and I think I've got to make you guys aware that that's where it's going to be. If people aren't interested in racing, I've got to go and find something else to do with my time, whether that be GT7 or scrap it altogether. So it is one of them. It is what it is. I'm not going to be beholden to it. If time's moved on and my style of I know you'll be back, Matthew, next week, but there's other people that have pulled out and gone away, so we're still down to 7 racers if that's the case. So 7 racers isn't a league. 7 races is half a league. 2 leagues ago we had 12, 13, 14 people, and for whatever reason people aren't interested, and I think it's the changes in GT7. It's not me per se, but if I can't get people to race, there's hundreds of leagues out there. I realised that today when I was trying to post some stuff on some of the Facebook pages. There's 40 or 30 leagues out there, and people are racing elsewhere. So it is what it is. So I've just got to be realistic, and if it's not what people want, if it is there. No, I appreciate that, Lee. Appreciate that.
If I could race,
Thank you for the membership, Lee. It's appreciated. But it's one of those, folks. I've got to find something different, or I've got to come up with something. So, and the sponsorships really do help. But the point is I've got to reward those people who are sponsoring the channel. And if the league isn't what people want, I'll find something else. So, it was only ever going to be a social group of racers, and it wasn't ever going to be something massively more. So I don't believe people should get really hung on the fact that the league racing will stop. The league racing will probably carry on in a different form, but it won't be televised. It won't be put on the stream because, well, who wants to watch half a stream, half a league race, you know? It's one of those. It is what it is. So, you know, it's we've got to be sensible about it, and there's no point wasting people's time. So, right. So back to the league. It's week 1. We have a schedule for both the Tuesday and Friday. It is up there. We're going to start at this place. My brain. I didn't put the track names up then there. We're going to start at Michelin Road, Atlanta. Then we're off to Laguna Seca. They're all USA tracks because it's USA car. Big Popper picked the car. Short course at Watkins Glen. Then we're off down to the deep south to Brazil to go to Interlagos. Then we're back to Watkins Glen Long. Then we're going to finish at Daytona Road Course, which is really interesting because the car is so slow and lacks so much grip that it really is difficult to race around there. But it is what it is. And the reason we do the single races on the Tuesday is to give it a change, give it something different. So we got a new racer with us tonight, Frosty. He saw the advert today and he wants to join. But as it is, with only 6 people in it, there really isn't much on the go. So we got 2 races tonight. We'll do qualifying from around about 9:15. We'll try and hit the 9:15 time, and then the first race will kick off at around about past, which will be. I'm on softs. Why am I on? I need to be on softs. The first race will be a 20-minute race on hards. The winner, the final grid of that race will get turned round, and it will become... I'm just explaining that, Softy. The second race will be using mediums and softs. I need to try and put my phone back on so people can realise what's going on. I've completely lost my brainwaves today. I think it's too hot. So the second race is a 40-minute race using mediums and softs. Those mediums and softs, you can stop as many times as you like to use them. You'll need to refuel at some point, I would say. We'll probably need to refuel in race 1 by the way things are going. However, interestingly enough, it might depend on the track, and it might depend on the conditions to how whether tyres last. So we'll just have to see how they go. It is what it is. So Frosty's asked there. Let me join in. Let me see if he's joined the chat. There it is. There. I can't think. My brain is cooked. Hello, hello, hello.
Jim.
Is that better?
Yeah.
A restart of the phone did the job then. Happy days. How are you, Damo? Move one race to a Sunday night might get more participation. Well, in all fairness, zero I'm up for anything. Sunday night gets very, very little watching. Sunday night doesn't involve Wilkie because it's not Wilkie's day for watching. And I know it's one person. But yeah, Sunday night we might have to try something different. We might have to change to racing on Friday and Saturday maybe, rather than during the week, and leave week to streaming. I don't know. But I'm struggling. I really am struggling with a league for 6 people. That isn't really what I want to do. So, and the way... No, Az has quit. Yeah. So... yeah. So, and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that people are falling out with love with the game. There is minimal updates from the devs. They're not producing anything new to the game. They're not bringing anything interesting. They're not bringing anything remotely, vaguely interesting to people to keep them excited and alive with the game. So, I generally don't think that's my fault. So the way it's going to work out is I'm probably going to have to find a new game maybe until GTA. I don't know. I've got to bring something. Well, that's Az's problem. Az doesn't like the new way the GR3s are set up. Yeah, I understand, Keely. It's not everybody's got every platform. I get that, but it's a good thing to talk about because it gives ideas and different things to what we do. We've always set up on Tuesday and Friday because that were the nights that were convenient. Maybe it is the Tuesday and Friday that put people off. Maybe Friday night's a social night, isn't it, rather than a gaming night. Good evening, Gandhi. Alrighty, mate. But we've had lots of people join. We've had lots of people leave because they don't like the style of racing. They've been bumped and pushed about a bit. They've felt badly dealt with. they've probably felt that I haven't treated the incidents well enough or penalised people well enough. But I've set the rules out early ever since we started playing the game in terms of how it works. So it's very much horses for courses, and I do realise I can't help people that want to go and come and do other things. So it is what it is. The low numbers are probably to be expected. It's summer, or the summer is coming. It's exam time. It's kids leaving school, so parents have got other commitments. Holiday season's about to start, so people are going to be away. Yeah, absolutely, Mikey. Absolutely, but you're one of the 6. So you're somebody who wants to. I've got to find 8 more people, 10 more people who want to. Yeah, I don't want to take the channel away, Lee. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I've got to find something different to do. You know, and if the actual issue is the fact that the channel's dwindling and people don't like it, I've got to find a way. I've got to make myself more into it. I'm struggling with YouTube at the minute. I'm trying to follow all the advice that YouTube gives me about not making video. I've got 1,300 videos. I've got to live stream more, but I've had the worst 6 weeks I could possibly imagine, with a horrible shitty cold and a voice that dies halfway through the night. And trying to make videos is just incredibly difficult. We're coughing and spluttering, and I'm developing higher standards, and it probably doesn't feel that way from the content I put out. But there's a lot of nights I've done videos, made videos, and I just haven't published them. I've probably got, from the last 6 weeks, probably 40 odd hours of videos I've made on Tuesdays and Fridays, on Wednesdays and Thursday nights, and I can't bring myself to publish some of the stuff, and it's horrible. I've got to sit and edit it and go through it with my head in my hands thinking, what is this trash? I've tried reviewing other games. Assetto Corsa Evo is in such a horrible state that I can't put that. I suppose I should slag it off, really, and I should show just how bad it is. But it's if it's their game or if it's my PC that just doesn't like it, I don't know, but I'm so disappointed with Evo. It's horrible. But I think they also know that because they're putting updates out every 2 weeks. It doesn't work on 3 screens very well. It does when you load the game in, but 20 minutes later it decides it doesn't want to do it. And but I suppose I'm more disappointed with the fact that people come and leave the league, and I just can't hold together a good league, a good quantity of people. So I know some people have said they want more they want prizes in the league and stuff, but I'm afraid prizes bring about a different kind of attitude, and it brings people who want to thrash their way to the front, or as we saw in the World Series the other day, people cheating their way to the front. So Manufacturers Cup, yeah. Oh no, I can't bring myself to do them, to be honest. I don't even. People have said, why didn't you go on it and video yourself doing it? Well, it's exactly the same reason as I don't do dailies. It's because I'm not going to give those people airtime. I'm not going to give them video time. I'm not going to. The problem sits with Palofina Digital, not with the people who are racing. The problem is there's no penalties. No. Yeah. Absolutely. So I've just been having a little bit of a beat myself up session over the last couple of days about just what I'm doing with the channel, and I think it's got me down a bit. So forgive me for being a little bit pissed off with the numbers on the channel and the people who want to race. It's all well and good putting a brave face on every week, but I'm sure you guys see it. Well, my state of mind is the fact that I'm in a depression point at the minute of thinking everything's against me. So to get a state of mind together to do stuff is really difficult. So, as I said, the YouTube thing's beating me up at the minute, and I'm frustrated with it. So I've got to find a... No, they've not arrived yet. No. That's going to be week today, I hope. So, yeah, that's still being done. But no deadline on that. Some parts have gone in stock already, so... 7, hey! BB's landed. Welcome, BB. How's fatherhood? Aha, you. It's a self-inflicted wound, my friend. But hey, good luck to you. So, we're going to try and do some more adverts, and as Damo's just said there, I should probably liven it up and do some TikToks and stuff and advertise accordingly, so... But I suppose there's... Yeah. 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 Well, one thing I do know is I've got to put more content on the channel, and I have decided that I'm going to do a month long of streaming without a day off. Going to do every night for a month, just to try and build up a regular bit and try and do other content as well, and by that I mean other games. But good evening, Dodo. But what I'm trying not to do is be a brat and throw my toys out the pram. What I'm trying to do is just explain what I'm finding difficult and why it's challenging. And I'm 100% sure other YouTubers go through it. So well, I don't think it helps the fact that my day job's kicking my ass as well at the minute, so everything builds up. Cheers, mate. Appreciated. Thank you. I'm not great on TikTok. But it is... But is it clips from... Is it clips from a PC, or is it clips from the phone? Right, so... Yeah. No, I understand, Dorian, about this job. That's not the point I'm getting to, my friend. but it is understood. So please don't feel I'm pointing the finger at anybody and saying because you're not racing it's not happening. What I'm trying to say is there's no new people coming through the channel, so it's my fault really for not advertising and for not standing up and shouting the cause. And holy hell, if you want to get serious about doing this kind of thing, you've got to realise that there's one hell of a lot of stuff to do if you want it to be successful. And I know people don't want to hear somebody moaning about it. I'm not trying to moan about it. I'm just trying to say 7 people for a league, which could be 16, is, you know, it's a negative voice in my head saying, what am I doing wrong? So that's all it is. But if I can't... yeah. Less said the better, I think. I've said what I've said, probably too much, and I'll get on with it. So... cheers, Mikey. No, it's appreciated. Thank you, guys. Yeah. I suppose the only... just to answer Keeley, I suppose the only other thing that is difficult for me is... I know I'm an IT guy, kind of thing. I'm a data analyst. But, I'm getting on a bit. And... the only issue I have now is learning how to get my head around these other platforms like TikTok, and I know Twitch has always been a misnomer to me. I don't know why I have 0 viewers on TikTok. I can't attract an audience on TikTok at all. Twitch, I mean, sorry. TikTok I haven't even tried. It's because it's another platform. It's something else to learn, something else to understand. So. And I know GT Amiga see a lot in what I do, so I'm not quitting. I'm just saying I've got to change what I'm doing, so... hey ho, it is what it is. You vent away. Yeah. There's a couple of guys that are looking interested. They're going to watch this channel. They're going to pick up on stuff, so... yeah, it's that bit that takes a long time, Keeley. Yeah, thank you. I'll sit down and I'll pick my phone up and I'll think, right, how do I get from the iPhone onto TikTok? And of late, I've really struggled to get stuff off an iPhone onto a PC to be able to upload it, but I do. And I can admit that since the Bluetooth bit that's been put on my new computer... yeah, I think you're right, Tess. GT7 isn't popular on many platforms. But I was watching Greasy Sam Squatch today on my way home from work, and he had 33 people watching, which was decent turnout. So, and I'm sure Sammy does better than I do, so... it's just me and my style, I guess. But I got to man up about it and get on with it, so... where time are we? 7:53, so... yeah, just picking up on what Dodo says there. Dodo said that you got me on Le Mans videos and how to grind it. So, I've thought long and hard about what I've been doing with GT7 content, and I've watched Super GT and Jimmy this last couple of weeks. I've been watching a couple of their videos, and they're doing kind of tongue-in-cheek kind of looks into the game and what they're doing, and what I've been trying to do is trying to do the same content for new people coming to the game, like repeating the human comedy races. And to be all honest, and I'll be 1000% honest, I'm bored to death with repeating stuff for new versions of games. I'm pissed off with Panoply Digital for wiping the leaderboards again. Not 4 months since the last time they did it. You know, and it frustrates the life out of me. So, yeah, cheers, Lee. See you soon. And it must be just the same for people who have been and played through the game, getting the same video content all the time with the stuff that they've done before. So, it's very hard to try and remain enthusiastic about something that isn't new. So, yeah, I'll get my head around it. I'll sort it out. So the chances of coming 5th tonight are greater, which will be interesting. But, what I think is good though is, as said, he's having a break from the game, and he is actually having a break from the game. He's not actually joined, which is good. So, genuinely, it's the right thing to do. Now, I did talk about a different setup for this car. At the minute, we're limited to a BOP setting. And we talked last week about whether the wheel setting's wide or narrow, or offset, being wide or standard. And I had a little bit of a test yesterday. It wasn't yesterday, it was Sunday. And in all fairness, wide just works as well. It's as slippery in other circumstances. But the only other thing that might make this car different is what we experienced in the time trial on Sunday. And that is, if you want the back of the car to be less aggressive, put the bigger wheels on, as in 17, 18, 19s. Go up the scale of the bigger wheels and you'll get the back end of the car dancing around a lot less. Hey Neil. So, Dodo says many guys that are doing YouTube are doing less and less of GT7. Agreed, I think so. Oops, sorry. I should have gone in the pits. I'm going to be out of fuel. I'm going to quit out anyway. I'm going to get another tank of gas and change my tyres. Neil says, good evening Neil. Neil says, I think the game has run its course for content creators. GT8 needs to be released. In the meantime, just do what you enjoy. Yeah, good evening Neil. It's... I'm gutted that GT7 is kind of being left on the back burner by the development team. It's I will say this though, I've been approached to test for EA again, which is good. So I'm not allowed to put it on the channel unfortunately, but I'll look into here in the next week as to whether I've been selected, so I'll have 20 hours of testing to do over 10 days, which will be even more interesting. I can't tell you, I'm afraid. Game testing for EA Sports. Yeah. I can't tell you what game it's for, unfortunately. Yeah. So I've been a tester for EA since 2-ish. Their content, though, has been sort of really quite lackluster and not in... And they've got such... EA Sports has got such a wide range of games. And you're talking Madden to NASCAR to NHL to Madden. I've said Madden already, but the biggest game in development at the minute for them is called Skate. That's been... I keep getting offered testing sessions for that, but I don't take them because it's not my scene, and I'd rather let the skater guys go and do that. It's not my cup of tea. I'd rather they got their game done properly for them. So somebody just asked, where are the 420 guys? They've got their own league now. They've got everything set up for themselves. They've got a guy that comes in and does YouTube and does content and does commentating. So as far as I know, the 420 guys are going to race in their own domain. Nobody's communicated me with anything. That's just my supposition. I have access to their chat and I see what's going on, and they're growing as a race team and they're doing their own thing, which was always their intention, and I'm really happy for them that they've got their situation sorted and they're going to do their own thing. I think because I'm not prepared at the minute to do a paid league because of the level of cheating, and I'm not suggesting anybody in 420 or in this group would cheat, but it brings open the question of if you offer monetary rewards, people will do anything to do it. So I'm not going to offer that and entice people to even think about it. So I want it to be fair, and there's no way you can prove who is racing behind the wheel. So if people won't join chat even to say who they are or to listen to race commentary, I can't identify a voice or identify a person behind the wheel. So if it came to a crunch race at the end of the season where there's, I don't know, 300 quid's worth of prizes on the line and trophies, who would be tempted between 1 or 2 points to put the best racer into the seat to win the league? Does my mic keep cutting out? I apologise for that. Could be my voice. And I'm not suggesting 420 are going to cheat anything. That's not what I've said. What I'm just saying is that anybody can be tempted. So there is no way of doing it. There's no way of marshalling that at all, and it's just, if people are putting money in, then, and there's the other side of the coin as well. It's, could you imagine being in a paid league with 7 people racing and Sammy being one of the racers in the league? Who would want to race? Let's just say somebody of the standard of Sammy in the league and just walking away with it every week and just taking the money. I mean, there needs to be some sort of balancing and calibration, and I think it would detract from the kind of ethos we're all set to make up about. So happy days. I think we can race till about 7 minutes past, because we've only got 6 races to look at skins of. So Dodo's just come up with a real good one that would really enthrall me, at least, wouldn't it? Let's have a stream night on drifting. Oh Christ. No, that's what happens. No, I'm not for drifting. Not for anybody love nor money. So let's just go through it, because I know I made a cock up of it earlier. So what we're going to be doing tonight for Frosty, so he knows what's going on. We're going to be doing a qualifying around about 1:15, so about 10 minutes time. That qualifying is on soft tyres for 10 minutes. Do as many fast laps as you can, try and get up as much of the grid, and it's going to be a normal grid for the first race. It'll be a standing start with penalties. It's a 20-minute race using hard tyres only. Yeah, no worries, Keely. You take care. All the best. Thank you. Where was I? We were just saying the first race will be hard tyres for 20 minutes. It's going to be a push to get a set of hard tyres to do this one, but we'll have to see who's got what. And then the finishing order of race 1 will be reversed, and we'll go into the second race, which is 40 minutes using medium and soft tyres. Pit as many times as you need for fuel and tyres. First one across the line wins it. So yeah. So just a quick flick back then. We've got Mark Damo out there. I think he's fastest on the track tonight so far. Oh, that's chat, that one. Yeah, so Damo's top of the charts tonight. Mikey's in second. No, but Mikey's got really glowing brakes. Frosty's up in third place. Frosty's just joining his night for the first time. Big Popper's in fourth place. Big Popper, of course, with the fastest livery. Ginger Gandhi. I do like that livery. Chris didn't make it, did he? I thought Chris would have joined us with road cars, but he doesn't seem to want to. Yeah. Yeah, no worries, mate. Yeah. Yeah. But, well, the limited audience have got less people to talk about, haven't we? We've got to fill the time somehow. Somebody's going absolutely nuts on the Love Art. Own up, who is it? It's normally Omega or Az. Or is it... Well, Wilkie's watching the football. It'd be very difficult to get Wilkie's attention away from a Man City game. I reckon likes we're going to be at very few, aren't we? Let's press F5 and find out. Nobody's going to like what I've talked about tonight, but it's the way it is. Oh, 7. Happy days. So we are approximately 7 minutes away from qualifying. Let's... Damo's going for a Cigatine. It's absolutely fine, Roy. Roy's up at 5 and shattered by about 8. Yeah, it's no drama. I'm struggling to get out of bed for work at the minute. It's you always do your part, Dodo. You always do your part. I've just got to motivate myself and do more for the channel. That's all it is. I've got to stop listening to the emails I get from YouTube, because at the end of the day, the emails from YouTube are telling me to do one thing, and I'm doing what they're telling me to do, and things are going the wrong way. So I'm going to ignore what YouTube is saying. They don't seem to assist my process. So happy days. So who have we got out on track then? Big Popper's got the fastest time. I'm going to do 6 minutes and see if I can get up the track at all. We're on softs. I haven't really concentrated on laps yet. Somebody mentioned doing single night events or single event races. I think something we probably need to get towards is starting back towards a charity event or something we can work ourselves up to yeah, something like that, so we build up to being able to do something. But again, it's a solid amount of work which I just haven't got. My job is, I haven't been able to move house yet either, which is another frustration. So I'm still 2.5 hours drive away from work every day. The motorways are a nightmare again at the minute, so it's all extremely difficult. But if I was to bother my arse and stop complaining about just how hard things are, things would get done. And that's where I think some of the problem is. So let me apply myself over the next couple of weeks and we'll see if we can turn this around and make some of it. I know there's a lot of people out there that put a lot in to the channel as well, and it feels really negative for me to be saying what I'm saying. But no, all your support that you give me, folks, is tremendously appreciated. I know there's a lot of well-meaning and good-natured souls out there that really want me to do well, so thank you very much for that support, and I'm going to try and pay it back and we'll make something of it. Yeah, Big Popper's just shouting up there with nice liveries. I genuinely believe that's the case. Well done, everybody. And Big Popper gives a shout out to Fat Man as well, and I know Fat Man is there. He's had a bad day as our Matthew, and best of the world to you, buddy. It's a crappy time right now, so. Three-minute warning. Oof, 120. Don't know. 29. Don't know. 29.5, something like that. Softs on a full tank. $28.9 softs, low fuel. That's decent. Yeah. Don't worry about it, Tess. I'm looking for people who want to give it a shot. And if you don't like the car and you don't like the track, then it really isn't what that needs to be. If you see what I mean. We're really looking for people who do want to race and be part of it, and I appreciate not liking the track, not liking the car. But I think what we're trying to get to here is trying to overcome that and really get into the nitty gritties of being able to drive something. Isn't it just right? That wasn't a bad recovery, was it? I fought that one all the way around the track. But so don't feel you have to join for the sake of joining, Tess. It's not required. So, but no, it's great to have an old face back like BB. It's, and I don't mean old face, I mean experienced face. You're not the only one. So, where are we? It is 21:16 according to my big clock. I'm expecting Damo to come in with clouds of smoke.
Oh, well, I'm back.
He's back in. Somebody called Jally Sim Jeffs 25 minutes ago. I've seen the Facebook post. He says, "Is there time to get in?"
One, can't we?
Well, he hasn't sent. Who? Is he in? I need to just go and see if there's a friend's request waiting. Because if there isn't a friend's request... There is a friend's request, except... There he is.
Can't wait for pace on this track.
I just keep getting random laps where I'm like taking time out of my previous lap, and I just can't work out where it's coming from. And it seems to be the laps where I feel they're sloppiest.
Yeah.
Like I'll end up drifting around the corner or something. Maybe the trick to this car is learning how to slide it around it.
I think part of the big thing is working out what wheels you're going to use. So who's left? Damien's left.
I've left because my wheel is connected.
Oh, Rubish.
Yeah, so I just had to do another little.
Welcome, my name is Jeff. I'm just going to join my name is Jeff to the room. No.
I have been in contact with Trustmaster. They're sending me a new PSU book.
That's good to know.
So Friday morning.
I hate this. I hate.
Hopefully sorts it, yeah.
Jeff, is it? Yeah, just use the tape to keep this in place.
So I don't know if my name is Jeff is watching the stream or whether he's on the chat, but I know I can't get him into the chat because his name is not my name is Jeff. It's his username that I need to get.
Is it on PSN? Because I can't see anything in the chat on the...
Yeah, the problem is once you've accepted the friend request, it goes away and you can't see his name anymore. Oh, it's frustrating. Ah, there it is. Jolly Sim Jeffs. It's too much to explain. When I'm live streaming with a whole server. Let me get you in the chat. Jolly Sim Jeffs. Let me send you a chat request. Jolly Sim Jeffs. There he is. Sent you a chat request. Here we go. Is that Jeff?
Hello.
Hello, Jeff. How you doing? Welcome, mate. It's a baptism of fire. So, welcome to the Widdowmaker Racing League. Yeah, so we're about to go to... We're going to qualifying. It's soft tyres. So, well, it's all sports tyres, I think, is the best thing to say. We're going to do 2 races tonight. Once you've done qualifying, which is 10 minutes long, we'll end up on a 10-minute race using hard tyres. Sorry, it's a 20-minute race using hard tyres only. We'll then reverse the finishing grid and we'll do a 40-minute race on softs and mediums. We'll talk you through it when we get there. Every race is standing start with penalties. And effectively, just drive like a gentleman and you'll do all right. He's got... Yeah. So, we're going to go to... we're going to go to qualifying now. There's 8 people. Happy days. So there's 2 new ones tonight. Frosty is new as well. So the rest of the guys will guide you around. So 10-second warning, gentlemen. Get your tyres on. You want soft tyres, sports softs. And you can't make any mistakes on your first night. If you mess up, you mess up. Just ride it. So we're going to go official 10-second warning, gentlemen. Qualifying's 10 minutes. Use your soft tyres as many times as you like. Stop and take new tyres if you need to. But try and set that best lap. Big Popper gives a shout out to BB. He says thank you, Big Popper. Hello. Here we go then. I'll leave you guys to listen to me waffle whilst we've got the new starters in. In fact, I shouldn't let them listen to me talk badly about them whilst I'm doing my lap, should I? I should mute it. Here we go. I've not put the speaker back on. There we go. I can hear him again. Yeah, I was trying to do things one-handed. Yeah, that was me. I was all over the place, but they can't hear me. And held it. So here we go then, opening lap. We're going to try and do opening lap, fast lap, closing in lap, out lap, 2 fast laps. I can be quicker through there, I know I can. There's no brake balance in this car setup, which is a shame because it could probably do with a bit more brake balance to the front, to be honest. But the back end turns plenty. Oh, that's penalties. Mikey got him as well by the looks of it. I did let off, but I know I won't get away with it. Here we go. Which is a bit rubbish. That kind of blows your process away. We'll get another lap in, I think. Mr. Zaka has just joined the room. Okay, so Big Popper goes fastest. And that's no surprise, to be honest. We learnt so much at the 2 last time trials. The time at Laguna Seca and the one we've just done at Dragon Trail Seaside. Both of those tracks, both of those tests are all about braking early, getting the car to slow down before you make the corner. And this one is generally all the same. It's get control of the car and you'll get it to go fast. So we're in 5th place currently, 2 seconds behind Damo. Damo really has got the handle on this car. We're coming into the pits this lap. Just up to 3rd. Big Popper goes top again with the number of the beast behind Big Popper. That was a great lap by Big Papa, great lap. So Damo's been into the pits. Damo and Big Papa's time are only 0.003 apart. That is very, very close. And that wasn't me trying to break the toe for Big Papa. The back end of the car stepped out to the left, and I had to come to the right hand side of the track just to keep the car on the black stuff. We're doing all right. We've used a fair bit of fuel there. Big Papa's used a little bit more. Mikey's used more than any of us. So here we go. Let's see if we can close in half a second at least. BB's up into 4th. He's just 0.162 behind. Frosty's in 5th. Mikey's in 6th, but there's still a good chance at the end here. Who's that in front of me? Bit of a gap between me and Big Papa now. My name is Jeff, just rolling round with half-second penalty. So for anybody who's wondering what this channel's about, etc., and they're new and they've not been here before, this is all about learning and developing skills within the game and getting faster by just playing the game, really. You know, nobody's expected to be absolutely rocket fast when they first join us. But we are expecting people to get better and get quicker just by the natural progress that they're going to make by racing, I don't know, not necessarily easy cars, but finding their own playing field, finding their own bit. Had a chat with JB earlier about whether he wants to race, and JB's kind of disappointed that there aren't many more people running no assists, and JB wants to run no assist races. And it kind of goes against what I'm trying to tell people to do. Assists don't make you slower, which is a massive myth about this game. The assist can make you faster and can make you competitive. And some people don't want that. They want to be no assists, and they want it really, really difficult and really, really tough. So I get that. I understand it. You know, it's the way it is, but I've always used certain assists, and those assists have helped me get faster, and I think sometimes maybe people are a little bit surprised when somebody that uses traction and counter steer can be as quick when they're actually supposed to slow you down. But I think the whole point of the assists in Gran Turismo are they make you faster until you don't need them, and that's the point. And I think there's a certain group of people that think you should learn to be fast by not having assists and learn to control the car. I'm not entirely of that belief. Oh, Damo's just gone that smidge faster. There was me taking half a second off my time, and Damo's just took the same off his. Christ alive. We're into the last lap now. 25 seconds of it to go. I'm going to go absolutely. My wallet is open and I'm driving it like I've stolen it. And I'm down on time. Not good enough. So, unless anybody can do better, and people are doing better, there's new times being set. Good evening, Randy. Welcome. Hope you're well. 3/4 of a second off the pole. That's a great lap, Damo. Absolutely fabulous lap. See if I can take anything out of this final corner just to try and see what we can do. See if I get a penalty for sliding across. I went red. Somebody went even faster, look. I'm almost a second behind Damo. Christ. That's awesome. Great lap time, Damo. Big Popper just pipped me by a 10th. That's a massive difference. BB makes it into 4th on his first race back. Frosty in 5th. Mikey in 6th. Gandhi still running. My name is Jeff. Joe's coming round. Oh, they're both in the pit. So we're gonna let the timer run out then. So it's all good. Damo's just said something very interesting. Those laps on soft tyres are really going to be easy compared to what we're about to go to. Hard tyres on a full tank of gas, race conditions. Yeah. So for Jeff and for Frosty, the first race is going to be hard tyres. Thank you, Big Popper, for the heads up. You need hard tyres for race 1. It's hard tyres only. There's no resorting of the grid or anything like that. It's a straight shot. I'm just going to save some screenshots and we'll go from there. We always do this kind of lame time review thing just to give it a good review and make sure everybody's settled and comfortable. Normally it's an opportunity to get a quick ciggy in, a bathroom break, get refreshment, just make sure everybody is in the right frame of mind for the race. So I take a screenshot if I press the right buttons, post it onto our channel chat, and then if anybody needs to, they can check on it tomorrow. I've not actually had to disqualify anybody yet for that. So my name is Jess. First qualifying time out is a little bit time behind, but as it is, new car, new scenario, new environment, no prizes for coming first in this case. And there's no pride actually in coming first either. So Ginger Gandhi in 7th place, 1 minute 30. Again, he's just warming into the track. It's really tough. Mikey in 6th, 1.9 seconds back, a 1:29. Frosty first time out in 5th is a great time, a 1:29.1. BB first time back on the channel for a long time, a 1:28.7. There I am in 3rd place, a 1:28.3, which, if we were talking about what we're doing in practice, that's probably about where I was. Just a second behind. But 1/10 and 1,000th behind Big Popper in 2nd with a 1:27.4. Almost, well, Actually, that's wrong, isn't it, the way I've just said that? He's not 1/10 ahead of me. He is 1/10 behind Damo. And Damo's chucked in a 1:27.385. So there's very little. There's a cigarette paper between Big Popper and Damo. So 2 great laps. Congratulations, gentlemen. Damien takes the point for the fastest lap, and he's going to pick up the pole. So great qualifying. So it's 21:37. If everybody's ready, I'm going to give it the 10-second warning. Pop your hard tyres on. And we'll know immediately if anybody's got softs on. All right, then, unofficial 10-second warning. And when we're ready to go, Big Popper's given us the thumbs up, so official 10-second warning, race is on the way. It's a 20-minute race on hard tyres. No pit stop should be required, but if you have to, you need to, but only use hard tyres, gentlemen. It's a standing start where penalties do apply. Best of luck, enjoy it, it's a brand new season. Don't forget you can drop around if this one's a bad one. We'll see you at the end.
Standing start, standing start.
Oh, it's a twitchy little fighter, this one. Randy LA's just shipped in. GT7 should add a Mad Max mod where drivers can shoot flamethrowers or James Bond style oil slicks and machine guns. There used to be a really good game back in the late 90s, early 2000s called Route 76, and you could do exactly that. I think they've remade it, or somebody's remade that game as something slightly different, but it was based on a board game called Road Cars or Rage Cars, Rage Wars, something like that. And Route 76 was an epic game. You could just do that. Now, if anybody notices, I have just adjusted the fuel map. Not for fuel economy, but it's to stop the back end of the car spinning out quite so much. I've got the smallest wheels on, and I realise that that's probably a mistake. But taking the fuel map out just stops the back end of this car being horrendously violent. And we just picked up a 2-second penalty there for just misjudging that corner. That's a shocker. So, yeah. I don't think what I did there was worth 2 seconds. Not by any means. That's really bad luck. That's a gutter of a penalty, that. 2 seconds is going to consign me to massive losses. So there looks like there's been an incident at the back of the pack. We've had a couple of guys off. BB unfortunately picks up a penalty there. I was purple sector there as well, wasn't I? BB's going to peel off to the right, I think. Or he's going to stay in lane, he's going to peel off to the right. He's just going to get that tiny lift penalty, which is going to penalise him massively. Big Popper currently holds the fastest lap. I'm sure that fastest lap is going to change. Big Popper's going to knock some time off there, which he does. Oh, we all fall around and go well wide. I'm going to pick up a penalty there again, I think. Trying not to follow Frosty off the track. Oh my lord. How I got 1.5 second penalty there, I don't know. Whatever I got the penalty for, it wasn't worth that penalty. It really wasn't. It generally looks like we're going to need a pit stop for fuel. The tyres aren't worn at all, are they? So it's just going to be taking gas, which is unusual in this race. So there's a big gap back to 5th. I've got some work to put in to try and make that catch up. Four and a half seconds that penalty was worth. For me, cutting the inside of the grass up here on the right hand side when I saved the slide. Right then, what's my plan? Going faster, but I'm nowhere near as fast as Damo, who now has the fastest lap. Frosty's making a real good effort at this. Five laps at a minute and a half is going to be the best part of 7.5 minutes. We need 4 more minutes of fuel, which is going to be 3 laps, 4.5 minutes. So is it let it run out and go and take a better set of tyres? Half a second slower. Oh, there's a big twitch for Frosty there, unlucky. He ended up on the wrong line, which has just allowed me to close up on him. Mikey's gone to the pits to get his tyres. Well, he's probably going to take tyres and fuel. "3-0, nice one, Wilkie." To be honest though, your team never had to be in this position. They could have done so much better. But I fear the league's going to be very different next season. There's not going to be the teams at the top that thought they were going to be at the top again. Oh, Frosty's just lost it out to the left. He's had to hold off. Big Popper out front, and Damo 8 seconds ahead. Big Popper 12 seconds ahead. That's a unsurmountable kind of league at this place. (8 minutes 25 to go. There's 4 seconds in a tyre change. Do we take a new set of tyres as well? Palace 4-2. Maybe too much fuel. Maybe too much fuel. Four seconds extra with... I took 10 minutes of fuel, which I didn't need to do. I probably got 2 million laps. But... brand new set of tyres, which could do bad things. They're cold as well, coming out of the pits. Heat of the afternoon. City and Bournemouth both down to 10 men. It's end of the season stuff, innit? Nobody cares about sendings off and nobody else gone to the pitch yet. I think they're going to take it right down to the wire. So Big Popper's in on 1%. Damo's in on 8%. Could Damo have gone an extra lap? That's tremendous. Red cards carry over to next season. I'm sure they do. If you're playing in this league next season. Oh, sorry. BB loses it. Jeff's going pits anyway. Frosty's in the pit, so he's probably done the same as me, taking slightly too much fuel, which is the miscalculation that you would do without the preparation. So to be only 13 seconds back is probably where I went in when we pitted, so but it still indicates well in the fact I'm over a second slower per lap, which is reflective of where we were in qualifying. So I think it's big wheels. I think that's the difference, as proven by Big Popper on the time trial on Sunday. Put the bigger wheels on, you'll stabilise the car down, you'll reduce the amount of wheel spin. There's Damo, he's just ahead. In fact, there's 3 cars up there. Big Popper's got the fastest lap at 1:30, 1:3.92. We're just about to potentially pop our fastest lap in. Looks like there's going to be 2 more laps here. So I only took 1 extra. So I really played safe. There was half a second off, which only puts me half a second off the fastest lap, which... Holy Chipotle. Bring it round, you swine, don't do a double loop. Come on, you son of a pig dog. There was effectively 3rd place thrown away. Car back wheels just caught the left-hand side of the grass. You muppet. I suppose there's a choice, Wilkie, innit? The professional foul entices the red card, but what he's actually done there is given the goalkeeper the opportunity to make the save anyway, so... probably just pushed it a little bit too hard as well. Like I did there, you saw the back end step out and slide. Trying to go too hard. Mikey's the first one to take the flag. Big Popper's going to take this one. I lost 15 seconds with that spin. I didn't have to worry about that. I could have just driven for a safe third spot and I gave it away. Hey Matthew, yeah it is BB back. Frosty's dancing about. He's looking to make the play. I just got him under brakes. BB's gonna get me though. I'm not gonna get BB for the final line. I might get a penalty for that. You never know. Good race. So Big Popper takes the win. Damo second, not throughout trying, I'm 100% sure. BB third, me fourth, Frosty fifth with a good race. My name is Jeff, just carried on in sixth. Mikey seventh, and Ginger Gandhi. Both of those two guys didn't make the extra lap. It's never good, is it? So we threw that away. We'll talk about that when we go through. Right, gentlemen, if you need 2 minutes to catch a bathroom break or a drink, please do so. I will give you a shout when we're ready to go. Oh, I saw it happen. Right, let's just do this. I suppose the benefit of only having 8 races. Good night, Roy. You take care. Is we only have to post one picture. Which is going to be that one. So here we go then, quick rundown. In final place is Gandhi in 8th at 1:36.0, fastest lap. Mikey in 7th, who had a bit of a disaster first lap. He missed his braking point and ran through onto the grass. I think he also had a couple of issues later on as well, but 83.4 isn't too far off the major pack. My name is Jeff is 6th in his first race, picks up 6th place, a 1:33.682, finishes on the major lap, which is always congratulations. And Fat Man's just shouted out, thank you Big Popper for carrying Bernie's name on your car. It's appreciated. Yeah, very thoughtful Big Popper, well done. Frosty came in 5th, 29 seconds back, a 1:33.2. Widdowmaker comes in 4th with a fastest lap of 1:31.867. As everybody saw on the penultimate final lap, I lost it on the final corner and lost about 18 seconds, which would have put me comfortably in 3rd place. But that goes to BB on his first race back, 27.7 back from the leaders, a 1:33.3. Damo picks up 2nd place, 5 seconds behind Big Popper, with a 1:31.565. And Damo picked up 2 1-second penalties, cost him challenging Popper. And he shouts out a good race, Popper. I was the same. I had 4 second penalties on the first 2 laps as well, which dropped me back from the lead group. And looking at my lap time of 1:31.8, I reckon I could have been with probably somewhere around the back of Damo. Maybe, maybe not. Big Popper, though, takes the inaugural win, the first race out there. Big Popper chose the car, and it is very similar to his own personal car. It's the America Series, that's why we're doing this single make thing. And we get to, when we get to Asia, we're going to do the same thing with Asia cars. But Big Popper's fastest lap was the fastest lap of the race, a 1:31.392, and a total finishing time of 20 minutes 34. Congratulations on the win, Big Popper, you deserve that. Right, I get to do the turnaround of the grid. So I'm just going to load up the new format. this one. So it's race Atlanta 40 minutes. Bernie for the win. Absolutely. Oh, and it upsets Popper. It upsets Fat Man. Oh, sorry for that, man. Good evening, Sammy. So what have we got here? We've got to change this grid round. If everybody can pick the tyres, which are softs and mediums for this race. And it will be what it will be. I'm gonna do the grid. So just Big Popper and Jeff to join.
Ah. Yeah, good race that.
It was all right, wasn't it, Damo? It was tough.
Yeah, the car's quite tough on those tyres.
Isn't it just?
Enjoyable. Good race.
Isn't it just? So Ginger Candy gets pole.
We didn't get both tyres at the start of the race.
Mikey
Yeah,
gets
like
second place. My Name is Jeff gets third spot. Frosty gets fourth spot. Then it's Widdowmaker. Then it's Damo. Then it's BB. Then it's Damo. And then we're just Big Popper. There it is. Can somebody check the grid? Make sure they're happy, please.
So then where I'm meant to be. Good.
Is everybody back in the room? Do I need to shout anybody back?
I'm here, mate. I'm here.
Happy days. Just waiting on the Big Popper. Thumbs up from the Big Popper required. And we'll be ready to go.
Gents. Smart. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, good luck, everyone. See how the strategy works out.
Big Popper's still carrying his injuries, so it takes him a minute or so to get in to his chair. Hey, Matthew. He's not fully in yet.
What's up, man? Yeah, alright, pal. Not fat, man.
He's very quiet, or is that me? He's not connected yet.
It doesn't sound right to me. No, no.
So Big Popper is good to go. There's Matthew. He's back in the room. There he is. I'll turn his volume up. That'll make it better. Are you there, Matthew? He's going to listen in. Anyway, I'm going to set the race up then, gentlemen. It's ready to go. One official 10-second warning. I've probably got to go as well, but I'm going to chance this one. Test the old man bladder out. See how we do.
Yeah, I had you.
Hiya, Matthew.
Yeah, I went over to the headphones, but it's not working for some reason.
Right. So here we go then, gentlemen. Official 10-second warning. I'm just going to hang on a sec.
She had an operation on Thursday for her assist. So just wasn't eating, just
Yeah.
drinking.
Yeah. Never good, Matthew. My sympathies, mate.
She stopped on Thursday and took her to the vet yesterday because she wasn't made it. She was 10 stone.
Oh my God. Happy days. Okay. Right, we're going to crack on, chaps. I'm sorry to cut you short, Matthew. We're going to get this done.
I'll be back on Friday.
All right, Matthew, no problem at all, mate. You take your time. All right, buddy. Take it easy, bud. Yeah, no worries, mate. We'll see you soon. Hang in there, kid. See you, pal. Right then, gentlemen, good to go. Right, this is a 40-minute race using softs and mediums. You're going to have to stop. We know that. It's a standing start with penalties. Don't use hards. We'll see you at the end. Good luck. Have a good one.
Good luck and have fun.
Here we go then. Let's see how this works out, because it's going to be a tragically tough. We're bang smack in the middle, 5th place. Feels like we're 5th place anyway. We had a stander on the start. Oh, Damo, steady, mate. You can't really go charging through like that. Let's see how we go. And I get penalties for that. What the hell? That's twice through there. Never mind. Alright, that's that penalty scrub. Let's get on with it. Need to get caught up, so that's the focus. Let's do it. It was a bit of a shappy start, to be honest. We had Gandhi stationary on the pit line. He didn't take off from the grid. I think Mikey or whoever was behind Gandhi hit the back of Gandhi. I then was no time to react, got forced into doing something else. And then Damo comes up the grass on the right hand side, moves me over physically with his car, and then promptly goes on to slide off the track in front of us, and I was unsighted and missed my braking point, so it's I made my mistakes, didn't I? I wasn't clean through there at all, so we use softs to try and get a bit of advantage through the first couple of corners, the first couple of laps. We know we're going to have to pit for tyres, so just got to try and make the softs go as long as possible now. I think other people are using softs as well, so Big Popper fastest lap 1:28.1. That's definitely not a medium's time. But Mikey's leading out the Big Popper. Mikey is doing well. Sammy says this looks like an interesting race, or a fun race. Yeah, it's a challenging car. Hey, good evening, Tia. We're into the fastest lap territory, which is always good to know. There we go, fastest lap of the race, which is nice. But probably won't be for long. 1:28.1 is actually, what is that, my fastest lap of the day? Yeah, Popper started from the back. There was an incident on the grid which caused a few mess-ups. Oh, he's on my right-hand side. How did he get there? Well done, Frosty, to avoid that incident. And there's an incident with Mikey and Popper. Big Popper's off again. It looks like lag. Everybody's leaving the room. Looks like PSN's gone down. Looks like PSN's gone down. Everybody's leaving. You're the last one in the server. Looks like we're getting a rerun. I'm left in on my own. See you back in the grid. I'll relaunch server. Yeah. No, it was reverse grid, Sammy. He finished second. In fact, he won the race. He won the race, so it was reverse gridded. So yeah, server went down. That one. Lobby's just going up, chaps. It looks like. Did Frosty join? It looks like Frosty's left the chat. So we get to do all that again. See, I saw Mikey and Popper both off the track. Then Popper went round two corners on the grass like he was on soft tyres, which is interesting.
The lap before it happened, I picked up a 1 second penalty, but that lap, Popper had got within 8 or 9 tenths of me, and he went off to the right hand side at that left hander after the S's.
Yeah.
And then that was when you started saying about issues, but it wasn't showing anything for me.
Right. Yeah, it was. Everybody started going erratically.
Me like half a mile ahead of him.
Yeah, Frosty did some weird things in front of me as well. So, right, I'm going to start setting the grid. So, I need to...
I just thought that was typical with the start I had.
You're doing all right, mate. I was bigging you up. Ginger candy. Maybe. Damo needs to rethink his start strategy.
I might.
Yeah, it was Gandhi that caused those little issues on the grid. He just didn't get away.
Yeah.
And that...
I didn't get start blocks to begin with, and then I went wide on the first corner and then made Damo go off. So I waited for Damo then.
Yeah.
A shocking start.
What tyres you on, Dan?
I was on softs, but it all went wrong. I fucking stalled at the start. I think maybe or
Can somebody check the grid, make sure it's good?
that's because I
Yeah, good for me. Looks good from
Yeah,
me.
good.
Yeah. I was having a look.
Okay, 10-second warning, gentlemen. Let's get this one on. And then we will go again. Try not to force your way through, guys. If there isn't room on the track, don't force people out the way. Official 10-second warning. We'll do the whole thing again. It's a standing start with penalties that do apply. It's a 40-minute race using softs and mediums. Pit as many times as you need to, or as few times as you want to. Let's get round turn 1 with no incidents. That'd be a great start to the new league. Let's see if we can get a 40-minute server going. Here we go. Good luck, gentlemen. Enjoy it. That was a better start, wasn't it? What we don't want to do is go careering off at this point. Better. Can't do that, Damo. Fuck's sake. Yeah. Glad I didn't get a penalty for that. I must have just braked way too late. But what you can't do is go down the side of somebody and force them off in attempting to pass the car in front. That's... You can't make a gap like that. That's not what we should be doing. I think the majority of people have started the race on softs to get that sprint out of the way, and then it'd be mediums to the end, I would have thought. Twice. Fifth is where we started. Gonna try and fight my way back into this. Big Popper with the fastest lap, 1:28.734. I can't believe the traction nor the counter steer actually flashed then coming out that corner. That's tremendous. That's Jeff with the penalty, I think. We just had to back out of there for a minute. Fastest lap goes to us, a 1:27.9. No point fighting through here, there's not room for two. Mikey's gone off, he's going to squeeze his way back on. Nice, gentle, careful re-entry. Careful not to avoid anybody, not to careful to avoid everybody is what I was trying to say. Tyres are wearing down quick. Big Popper just takes up the lead, and then Frosty and My Name is Jeff, the two new guys, picking up second and third. JB. Thank you, Jeff, for being courteous. Mikey's doing the commentating, which is great. I'm focused on trying not to chuck this thing off the track. But let's have a look then. Big Popper in first, Frosty second, Widow third. My Name is Jeff in fourth, Mikey fifth, Damo sixth, BB seventh, and Gandhi in eighth. And Mikey was quite correct. The top five are within 3 seconds, which is a decent effort so far, keeping it together. But they're all on softs. Big Popper just started to stretch the legs out. That front left tyre starting to show the punishment. Frosty might have just picked up a penalty there. Taking too much curb, he did. Just half a second. But it's going to be enough. He might get some more there. Just as these soft tyres start to scrub off. No, he's done alright. He's only got half a second, which he's lucky to get away with. And I'm not going to be able to pass him. I'm not going to be able to pass him at this point. He's not going to slow that much. Oh, he is. He is. He's unlucky there. I thought he had the pace. So the chase is on for Big Popper. My front left is down to 50% done, and we're almost 10 minutes in. I think these softs are going to last the fuel, to be honest. And if the softs last the fuel, we might as well keep just running soft tyres all day until the very last stop where we run the mediums, if we're within like 10 minutes. I thought so, Lee. I thought he took enough of the track there to pick up another one. The guys are just chatting about penalties that they're picking up, feeling that they're harsh. I got some through here which were amazingly harsh earlier in the first race. Fastest lap of the race is still ours. So if we can get this to go 15:15, we're going to be 10 minutes on mediums at the end, and we need 6 laps of fuel for the last stop. Mikey's just picked up 4 seconds of penalties. BB's in the pits. He come off mediums. Wowzers. Probably the only person to run mediums off the start then, that would say. I don't know whether it's worth running the mediums in the middle stint for 10 minutes. Getting us through to a set of softs for the end when the track is going to be really cold. Or do we think the mediums will have longer grip over the softs at the end? I suppose whatever we've got to do to keep up with Big Popper really is what we've got to do. Mikey's in with 5% fuel. Damo's wheels disconnected again. But he has been in touch with Thrustmaster. They are sending him a new power pack, which seems to be the problem. The connector is the issue. Right, we're pitting this lap. And if Big Popper's been able to save fuel and give himself an extra lap. I think we're going to try and go 7 laps of mediums for the middle stint. 7 laps of fuel. Right, that's what we've got to do. So Big Popper filled up to 100%. I think Big Popper's gone softs again. So I don't know what the damage is going to be. Mediums for me. 7 laps, 70%. Big Popper's behind us. We overtook him in the pits. We want the best time on tyres for the end. Not forgetting we're on a different compound to Popper, so I should have, shouldn't I? That's the plan, Sam. That's the plan. Yeah. I've just got to... I had no way defending that. He came from a long way back. He's going to let me go. Thank you, Big Popper. It was a dive. He knew that. That was gentlemanly. I tried to hold it, but he'll get me next lap. All he's got to do is set me up properly, and he's got me. He can brake big time easier. Admittedly, he didn't have to give that up. He didn't have to give it up. He did well. He's much quicker out of there, look. But he's going to have to do it around the outside. I'm not going to give him it. He got me. He's got it. Now I've just got to hang with him till my pit stop. And then I've got to take full tank of fuel. Max for Popper. No, Max was gentleman. Max. Big Popper was total gentleman there. He felt that he was probably a little bit out of order. I've had to slam the brakes because he out... Damn the holy tit wanks. That's still very sore, that, Sam. I lived to the end of my dying days saying that you threw that at me in the death chicane. Shit the bed. Absolute horse manure. I'm not. Can't get this damn car to stop. I was behind Big Popper. I thought Big Popper braked way too early for that corner. I just had to change to first gear, lock my rear axle up to stop me sliding into him, and then I carried on into the grass. That was... Thought Big Popper was overcautious, but maybe I braked too late. Maybe it was the draft. I don't know. Don't know. Looking to blame other people, I think, because I'm having a shit day. Absolute horse muck. I couldn't believe I was just accelerating into the back of Big Popper. Could not believe it. And I just had to gear slam down. There was, or it was take him out, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want the bumper damage. Then the second one was just frustration. I'm going to get 2-second penalty there as well. 1.5. I'm blessed. I have to consider myself been kind to there. Absolute rubbish. 2 141 laps. I've got to make up 26 seconds. I've got a longer pit stop. Ugh, 5th place it's going to be, I'd say. Yeah. I don't know what that means. JB's posted it. And Sammy's said it. That's new to me. This car does want to turn, then it doesn't want to turn. Is that what I said? Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know what came out of my mouth. Is it? It's like... Okay. I don't know. I don't know what I said. I'll have to watch the video back. I'll have to replay it, find out what it was. No idea. You know me, if I'm into it, I've got no idea what comes out of my mouth. No idea. I know it's not a happy mouth today. It's a tired mouth. It's a tired brain. But come on, let's focus on this. Got 2 decent laps to try and get in here. We heard nothing, said Lee. I swore a bit, I think. At least I didn't blaspheme. Less than 15 minutes I want in the pit. Which will mean a full tank of gas. Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? I've got to find a way to edit that out. I tell you what's really miffing me off at the minute is the fact that that shadows removed my braking marker for that corner. I think that's probably what caught Big Popper out. I wonder if that's what it was. The long shadows have meant that the braking markers for that corner are just not there anymore. Because I can't see the white line that I would usually use. I'll have to take it from the VOD, won't I? I didn't record the replay. Oh, bam. "36 seconds behind Big Popper." Yeah, I've clocked that one, JB. Cheers, mate. And I've 14 seconds behind BB, and I've got 10 laps, 8 laps maybe. It was a mistake to pit. I should have stayed on the softs. Should have kept it as clean as I could. And what we got left? 13, 10, 11, 12, 6, 7, 8, 9 laps. 8 laps is 13 minutes. So I've got to take 9. Yeah, I don't record, I just let it go to VOD. I just do the stream thing. I should record the VOD, shouldn't I really? I should record it for myself. Right, I'm miles behind everybody now. 2 spins down. Damo's got the fastest lap of 1:27.7. I've not done a 27 today. I'll look into it, Sam. No, no, I'm not going to go into that. I'm realising this can't be a hobby anymore. If it's a hobby, I've got to put effort in, and more effort than I'm already doing. If I want it to be a hobby, I've got to be happy with what I've got. If it's not a hobby and it wants to be something more, I've got to put more effort in. So I've got to make a decision over the next, I don't know, 48 hours as to what I'm going to do with myself and what I'm going to do with it. So let's make some life decisions over the next 24 hours, 48 hours, and let's see where we go. I'm on holiday next week, so if I really want to make something of a go of it, next week's the ideal position to really start to put my head into it and start to make something of it, I think. If that's what I want to do. If my head can't be arsed, then we won't, we'll just jack it. But I think there's too much to give away, to be honest, but so Big Popper's in the pits. BB must have pitted because I'm only 10 seconds behind BB, so and these guys are going to medium, so I've got to start to really shuffle my butt and get my head down. I think Sam's last point there, I just never get any time to flip and play the game, is where I've upset the life balance. Is I'm still trying to play the game and still trying to enjoy it, and I'm really not enjoying the game when I'm playing it because I think I should be working on my channel, and I think I'm gonna have to go work on my channel rather than play the game. I think I've got to get my head into work mode and just commit to it more. Five laps, 5 minutes, 2.5. Yeah, we're bang on with fuel. Bang on. Jesus, I didn't know you'd start a new job. Well, good luck with that, my friend. Congrats on the new job. I haven't been able to make new content because I've not been happy with what I've created. Being overcritical, being hypercritical of what I'm doing. When I have sat and made a video, I've watched it back and felt I sound down, I don't sound upbeat, I don't sound as if I'm enjoying what I'm doing, so but it didn't matter how hard I tried to do it, I just felt I was being fake and pushed. So yeah, career has to come first, doesn't it? my career's taking best part of 60 hours a week out of me at the minute. And at 52, I'm past careers. There's no career left for me. Not when the majority of people around me are being made redundant and businesses are struggling. Now, I know he's on medium, so I'll get him on the outside. Very nicely controlled driving, Mr. Frosty. Well done. BB is in his second race. He's in second place. He's in his first race. Well, second race, technically. But Big Popper's 34 seconds out front. Big Popper will not take a clean sweep tonight of points, but he'll take a clean sweep of quali and the races. I've just seen BB. Big Popper is. They're all his home turf. He's just disappearing out the corner. I'm not going to get him. I'm a little bit too narrow in there. I need to just not brake quite as late and prepare for the exit. I've got 4.5 minutes of fuel, bang on what I need. But the gap to BB is not coming down. Damo's got a safe amount of fuel. He's got 2.9. I'm catching. I've got him down to 7.8, but it's not enough. A podium is a relatively good result compared to where we were, but I'm not going to count me chicken, not going to count me poulet until I get there. Let's see if we can put 28.4 in. 28.2. Two laps to go. We've got the fuel. I'm thrashing it a bit, but I'm desperately trying to catch. Only 6 seconds ahead of Frosty. 1 minute 10 remaining, so this is going to be the last lap. We calculated that absolutely spot on. It's a late finish. That's 11 o'clock just rang, but we have done best part of maybe 55 minutes, haven't we? Because the first race crashed and burned, didn't it? So 6.6 seconds to BB. He's going to hold me off. I think we knew that. It was too much of a gap, wasn't it? Come on, here we go. That's the time gone. Big Papa leads the race. BB second, Widow third, Frosty fourth, Damo fifth, Mikey in sixth. My name is Jess 7 and Gandhi in eighth. Big Papa's just about to run it across the line. He's got the extra lap as Big Papa. Well done. That's where the clock's just run out. BB picks up the flag just before it happens. There we go. Glory lap for Big Papa. He gets to run it round. Opening round of the league is Big Papa's. There we go. There we go. Absolutely no issue, Big Papa. That shadow came across the track and started to mess it up for me. The next time round I missed my braking point, I think because of the shadow, and I thought you'd braked early, but it must have been me missing my braking point and I just had to move. But yeah, great win, Big Papa, great race. I wish that would have been closer. I would. Yeah. Yeah, I did, and I swore a lot. Yeah. Oh, I was spinning, mate. I was rubbish. So Big Papa's last out on the track, and he's typing as well. Big Papa comes across the line. Great win for Big Papa. Great race by everybody. Good stuff. We get third, which is decent recovery. Thank you, JB. Good night, Norman. You take care, mate. Thanks for sticking it out. Seeing it out to the end. And let's just take that video. Let's save the replay. And then we'll screenshot the result. And post that. And then we'll run through it, as we normally do. There's 24 people watching. Happy days. Thank you very much. Big Papa sent it to the line to get the extra lap. All the best, BB. Thank you, buddy. Good night, sir. I think it was that one. No, it's that one. That one there. So, BB's just disappeared. 100k, Randy. We're not doing them tonight. We did them on Sunday. Right, oh, there we go then. Like, let's run through them. So, Ginger Gandhi in 8th place, 2 laps down. Not the best of races for Gandhi, and I think everyone's going to admit... Yeah, I think everyone is going to admit this car's a challenge. Those mediums were horrible compared to the softs. So, his fastest lap of 1:30.8. My name is Jeff in his first race with us, a 1:28.3. Any comments, Jeff?
Yeah, 0 protest. Just came in, walked the car and came straight.
Yeah, so... I think the big thing there is Jeff applied probably. He probably sent me a message 25 minutes before the race started. I picked up the text just as we're going to quali. He's bought the car, done the setup, 0 practice, and he's put on a good show tonight. Look at 1:28.3, puts him probably 4th fastest lap of the race. That's a decent one. There's promise there. And thought your name was Jim. Okay, I missed that. So yeah, a good attempt by Jeff. Mikey in 6th. Mikey was talking about penalties through his race, picking up some right horror nut stories. Did you get 4 seconds at one point?
Yeah, so just past where I overtook you when you had your spin.
Yeah.
That hander, I got a 1 second there.
Yeah.
And then literally one of the bends on the S's, I cut it ever so slightly and it gave me another 3 seconds.
Blooming heck. Well, yeah, Mikey did suffer with major penalties, and I think he keeps to rub it in the fact that I've had a spin, because he's mentioned it 3 times since the end of the race. So a 1:28.5 fastest lap for Mikey, and multiple penalties affected his race, both on softs and mediums. And he still wants to mention that spin. I did. So Damo comes in 5th. Damo actually pops in the fastest lap of the race, a 1:27.762. Oh, and now he gets his excuses in really late, but he said his wheel disconnected 4 times, which I know how much of a frustration that is when my one was doing it. So let's just hope Thrustmaster get that in the post soon to him, that power pack, and he can get that sorted, because Damo should be somewhere near the top today, in all fairness. But next week, Frosty then in 4th place. Yeah, he did get a fastest lap. Frosty in 4th place. Frosty's first night with us. He was in the chat, but I don't think he is at the minute, because he's in a family room with his rig. So what I can say about Frosty and his race time, Mr. Frosty, as well as Jeff actually, made a really good effort of challenging for places, and we talked about racing gentlemanly. Frosty in particular, on 2 corners, didn't fight me, but I gave him lots of room and he gave me lots of room, and those passes were really clean, and it was a pleasure to race with you. So thank you very much. If that's a sign of things to come, you can race with us every week, no issues at all. And the same goes for Jeff, in all fairness, but I didn't have that many interactions with Jeff. So a 1:28.8. Happy days. So Widdowmaker comes in 3rd, a bit of a shock or a nastiness. So we got up to the first pit stop, it was absolutely fine. Had a little bit of a tinkle with Big Popper where he came past me after the pit stop, all to do with braking distances, and I think we saw that a couple of times on that corner. Then I had my shock horror of a spin, and that was my race done for me. But a 1:27.9 was not far off fastest lap at all. 3rd fastest lap of the day, so relatively happy with that. Probably need to rethink wheel size for me, to be honest. So on to 2nd place was BB, his first race back, and he has actually left us tonight already, so we can say anything we like about BB and he won't get offended. A 1:28.6.9. BB is the quietest racer out of there. You don't hear a peep from him. He will sneak through a race and you won't see him just miraculously rise up through the places. And he did it again today. Admittedly, I had a spin, but in all fairness, BB is a good, solid racer. So,
Jim, if you come 2nd, you can only call BB Lockwood King.
Now that's very good. Well done. Well done. I do know what BB stands for, to be honest, but I'll leave that for now. But as Damo said, BB not quite king because he came 2nd. But on to the master of the day. A total race time of 41:45.494. 2nd fastest lap of the day with a 1:27.803. Comes Big Popper. A clean sweep of the events today. He came 1st in qualifying. He came 1st in the 2nd race. And a tremendous race to come 1st in his own car, by admission. However, it can't be unsaid that that wasn't easy to do what he did. He gave up an overtake on me, which he didn't really have to, even though he missed his braking point and slid through the apex. You take what you can when you can. I spun it. So, Big Popper, hands down to you, mate. You did blooming well and a great result, and we're all going to have to beat you this season. Congratulations, gentlemen. That was a great first event. And only really muddied by the disconnect in the first try of the second race. So, well done, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
That's point being pushed out of that race, mate.
I know. I was quite happily sat behind you watching Big Popper chase you. So, Lee says, tell Mikey he's loud. I know, I've turned Mikey up tonight. So, Lee says, you tinkled with Big Popper. I did tinkle with Big Popper. I tinkled with his back bumper, or tried not to. And we didn't quash streams, yeah. Yeah, Big Popper shouts out to the new guys. Thank you very much for taking part. Right, as we always do now, we go to the last 50 minutes of practice. I'm going to set up for Friday night's race, which is GR3s. It's a free choice of GR3s, and we're opening up at the Red Bull Ring. So, let me just load up the GR3 settings. There are spaces. I mean, I'm only anticipating 7 races, I think, at the minute. That's all I've got down as applicants. So I'm not expecting any 420 guys, because their events now run through the week. So, where are we? Yeah.
Yeah, defo.
20-minute race. And start with false. I can take the qualifying off, can't I? Because we just want practice endurance. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, there we go. And it's hard tyres. There we go. Why is that Daytona? I need to change that to Red Bull. Apologies. They are the first one, just the first set, just the first session. Is it? I'll just change that now. It will be set to GR2, yes, it's GR3. So, for anybody that's new to the channel and isn't aware of what's going, if I put the screen up on here, Friday starts a new series of GR3 class racing. In the last series we did GR2. In the series before that we did GR3 by drawing lots. You got what you took. This time round it is GR3 with a new bop. Any car you like. I've chosen Mercedes because I've got one sat on the drive. And we're starting at... I'm looking up at my screen over my head. We're starting at the Red Bull Ring. Then we're going to an unusual course, which will be Brooklands. Brooklands? That's the right name, isn't it? Yes. Then we're off to Big Willow, probably my most disliked course in the game. Then we're going to Fuji, probably my second most disliked track in the game. Then we're off to Bathurst, one of my favourites. And then we're off to everybody's favourite to finish the series off at Daytona Road Course. So GR3s, pick whatever car you like for this Friday. And we are accepting all comers, all entries. So if you are watching and you're out there and you think you want to join us, please do so. Friday night would be tremendous. Tremendous. That's right, 8:30 Friday night UK time. It follows exactly the same format as we do here. And it just allows it a mix up. I know it's pretty much similar, same, but it allows it to be pretty much set in people's brain what they're doing. Everybody knows where they're going. And it's a kind of working formula at the minute. So if anybody does want to jump in and they haven't done it before, don't worry about being amongst faster drivers. Faster drivers can be beaten, as proven. Let's go on the mediums to start with. All the best, Damo. No worries, mate. Hope that wheel gets fixed soon. All the best, pal. This is where we start to get to see This is where we start to get to see who and what cars are being chosen. Nah. It's hard to turn though. It can. It's not a bad car at all, that, mate. The Alpha's a good choice. Tyre wear, fuel economy. It is a decent car. It's good middle of the road course, good all-rounder. And it'll turn, it'll go quite quick. I just don't think it has the full straight line speed of other cars. It does handle very well, and it's an MR car as well, isn't it? So it's one of the top flight, but I'd say it's second tier top flight, to be honest. It's actually really very good. It seems to want to compete with the faster guys. It goes well, but it's heavy. I think it's very heavy in my hands. Like the steering setup is heavy, and it feels heavier than most other cars. I don't know what else I can say about it. The engine note's a bit weak, to be honest. I think I want it to be a bit rumblier. I think they've changed the engine note over the evolutions of the game. I've always felt it had a bit more low down bite, but I do find it very stable in and out the corners, even though I do use counter steer and traction. Certain cars are very lively with both of those on, but this car seems to want to play. I think there are a few people not 100% sure which car to choose at the moment. Have they now? Interesting. Mikey's done a 132.5. What are you in, Mikey? Alpha? Yeah? Softs? Nah, I'm on mediums. Yeah, okay. I want to do that corner in second gear, but I can't find the car to accelerate out of there. I think I've got to take 5 minutes and go to the bathroom for a gentleman's break. Too much information already. I think I've done alright on the time we're at. Go get him then, JB. Second gear into this corner, see if I can couldn't quite get it to turn. I probably came off the brake a little too early. See if we can maintain a purple to the second. I don't think we can. Where is the second gate? I think the second gate might be on the uphill slope, mightn't it, before the penalty line? Or is it the bottom down here? I can't remember. Yeah. No, it's there. I'm still purple. It is at the bottom of the hill. Couple of double changes there just to make sure I hit the numbers. There we go. I think I want to come through there in third. Here's Geordie. Geordie raced with us last Friday. We're kind of seeing if Geordie's gonna be racing with us again this week. That'd be nice. That's faster than me. Well, it was 1:30, 1:06:30. You were purple. Okay. 1:30, 1:04. Mediums, mate. Half a tank on mediums. Didn't we discover that there was little difference in time between the softs and mediums last week?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of confusion over what tyres were the best to use. Yeah. I think the mediums were very fast, to be honest. We're going to see now just what the difference is. I'd say I'd like to touch a 29 on softs, but I don't know if that's going to be a thing. Ooh, Jeff's in a pretty looking Porsche. What I don't seem to have is any difference in braking point between the mediums and the soft tyres. They seem to be exactly the same. I don't know if that's by design now.
See,
Oh, just gone off to the right. Saved it. Well done, that man. Just clipped that curb. Yeah. Just faster on the softs, just. Am I going to get a penalty for that? Yep. You can't hypercut turn 1. A 1 second penalty for a 1/3 a second. Say again?
say sorry.
Oh. So if Geordie, if you're on the stream or you're listening, Mikey apologises for wiping you out. It wasn't intentional. He missed his braking points. You can always chat to him, Mikey, on the old text. Don't forget. Half a second quicker. So again? This is true, yes. Can't text and drive. Well said, that man. So 1:37.86 optimal. I'm just going to go and take another set of softs. I definitely want to Oh, that's good. That's good. Just put all that together then.
The same. 570.
Aye. So the skin is a JB Designs livery. Somewhere on the livery there is a cartoon character hiding. I've not found him yet. I've just heard somebody moving about in my house. So Jeff has picked up to within half a second. That's good. Very nice. Purple till the last sector. Yep. Now the only difference between this Mercedes and my Mercedes is mine's a bi-turbo and this is a not aspirated. It's NA. Interesting thing is my car's not advertised as a twin turbo. Because it's a diesel donkey. A Cummins common rail diesel. Now somebody earlier the skin is a twist of the famous Holden Bathurst winner. Is that the so? Your twist on it? I didn't know that. I think we're going to be behind the purple here, aren't we? No, we're in it. 2/10, 3/10 almost. We're going to get it down to 1:31.2 maybe. A 29 doesn't look like it's going to be possible at all. A 31.018, so we took nearly 4/10 off that time. And much quicker through there. Optimal, the 1:30.5. We got, what, maybe 2 laps of fuel left, maybe. 4/10 gone in the first split. Maybe there's a 29 on it, after all. Maybe. I changed down too quickly through the gears then. I needed to give them time. Still a 10th up. 3/10 down in the middle sector though. This should be a 10th quicker. This has got to be a 30. Come on. There it is, a 30.9. Another second to go. Is that going to get a penalty? If it does, we're coming in the pits for a set of tyres. It isn't. Lovely jubbly. Come on. Two tenths quicker than the last time out. Very good. That's progress. Here's Geordie. Didn't get the car into the corner that time. Come on. We're out of gas. There's another one. Come on. We're doing alright. We're doing okay. We made it in. We made it in. I need to take a Brack-3 break, so just bear with me a second, folks. I will be back. Whoop. Try not to fall over as we get back in the chair. Try not to wrap a cable around my leg. So how are we doing, folks? Let's take some fuel and let's go and try and beat those laps. 25%, I would say. Is that Mikey in the Alpha? It looks like it. He ghosted coming out the pits. That's interesting. Uh, 100. just caught the grass before the curb then, Mikey. Yeah. I might have just upset your braking a little bit. Back end of the car was all over the place. That was a bit thrown in there, I think. Good evening, Geordie. Oh, that's a penalty. Took way too much of that. I did. Got a whole second. Sorry. Oh, I've got brake balance here. I don't think my lap is anything exceptional. Got lots of grip. Yeah. 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 I was down on my fastest. My optimal is a 1:34.51. Good, good, good. Improvement is improvement. Keep going. Get it on the board. I'm not going to get another one. Good night, Thorskin. You take care, my friend. You must race with us one day. I'm out of juice again. I'm out of lotion, yeah. Only took enough fuel to do one flying lap and did two. I got 0.4 of a lap to go all the way around. Happy days. Right, we'll take 4 laps of fuel this time. We'll try and not get penalties on the first lap. Right, there's nobody around me at this point. Let's try and get this set up. I didn't realise I'd spun the fuel mix round. Okay. Also, I didn't realise I put my indicators on. Ah, you son of a... Nah. Hate you with a passion. Mikey's closing up that little bit more. That's the first time we've lost it tonight. At that part of the track. But I took a different line in and I accelerated a lot earlier. Okay. This lap's done anyway, isn't it? So try it next lap. Good evening, Omega. Welcome. I thought you might have been on earlier, actually. Somebody was hitting the love heart button a lot. Geordie's nipped above Mikey, just by 0.20 by the looks of it. Because it might be exceptionally light on fuel. Let's see how she goes. Braking on the 100. Tiny bit before it. Don't really want to use those out wide curbs, but that's kind of where the line delivered me, to be honest. Oh, we were a smidgen down. We're gaining it back ever so slowly. Let's see if we can absolutely nail this final corner. No, we ran it wide. And we'll pick up 2 seconds. 1.5. There we go. Pits and tyres, that's what's happening next. That would have been the fastest lap as well. A 1:34.97. That would have been... Oh, chihuahua. So the planning for the Christmas America trip has started again. We are going to drop in on Big Popper on day 3, I believe. We're going to stop in Michigan, go over to Iron City, or Rusty City as it's called, where they make all the cars. Detroit, which is just over the way. And then after visiting Big Popper, we're going to head on down to Missouri. We're going to go to 2 Springfields in a day and see if we can meet Homer. And then from Missouri, we're going to head over to Vegas. Again, like we did last year, we're going to do something slightly different. The missus wants to shoot automatics, so that's where we're going. She also wants to do a bit of gambling, so we'll let her do that. And then we're going to Motor City, that's the one. Rusty City, I called it, but that's what we think of cars. Then we're going to end up in a place called Cerro Gordo, where we went last year, but we're going to be in a vehicle that we can actually drive down the road in. So we will go to Cerro Gordo this time, up in the mountains, rather than just beneath it at the valley bottom. And then we're going to drive back to Vegas for the last 2 days. And see if we can stay up and around the Hoover Dam again. Try and stay in that same hotel or similar. And try and enjoy something on the lake. Maybe a day's fishing before we get back on the plane. If the missus is up for it, of course. But I would like to go and visit a couple of people as well. So I've already made preliminary arrangements to visit an old gaming friend in Missouri. Now, believe it or not, before motor sim racing, before I got a rig and stuff, I used to play some Facebook games called Evany. Not the Evany that you know of now, it's a very different game. It was a 24-hour battle tabletop game, so 24/7 you could have come under attack from anything, and I played with about 40 different people, and a couple of those people stuck in my brain and I've stayed in touch with, and we'll be going to visit them. Well, I say go visit, we're going to go and have a meal in a restaurant as we pass, so at least say hello, shake the hand, so we meet them first, face to face, person to person. And when I've done that before, unlucky pal, I've done that before. I went to stay with somebody up in Missouri, in Ohio. We played golf together, and I was fortunate enough for them to show us how an American family lives, and we spent a couple of days with them. We stayed in a hotel, but we arrived just after breakfast and stayed for lunch and saw how a family does a Sunday, with the ladies quilting and the guys outside playing with cars and American football and just messing about, barbecue and all that stuff. And it was really nice way to see how a family interacts and gets together in the US, because it's no different in the UK, but it's just different way of doing things, you know. It's interesting to see, and you don't often get that opportunity unless you do it on telly and stuff and believe what you believe. But some really nice people I've been fortunate enough to meet and become acquainted with and be friends with. And then I'm going to take my wife to where I used to work. I say used to work, the company that was the head office of the business I worked with, and a place I've been to a couple of times. A place called Joplin in Missouri. And we'll spend a couple of 3 hours there. Car feels much slower as the sun's coming down now. You think so? Right, I'm half a second down and I didn't feel I was doing too badly. But I've had, out of the last 7 laps, I've had 5 red ones. So I'm about on the edge of my capability, I think. I was looking at higher cars today. I've just seen a Porsche Boxster Turbo for about £200 more than we paid last time, but it's not going to be a good enough car. So I think we're going to go... It's not going to do it. It's the wrong car for the train we're going to be going on, so... I'd like an Escalade V, but I don't think there'll be many higher cars as Escalade Vs, so we're going to have to go something of that format. Something with a bit of ground clearance. Something that will get us up the side of a mountain, and something that will get us across 2,800 miles of the USA in 10 days. That'd be nice. The Porsche won't even take the suitcases. Yeah, that's right. Carry-on luggage only. I think I've just blown it again. Another red lap. And there it is. And that, to be honest, is a relatively successful night in terms of what we did, what we achieved. You know, it could have been a lot worse. The result of both those races, we both had tragedies. So, we did okay. So I'll intend to get the points done up. As I normally say, if there's any incidents from the race, gentlemen, let me know. Send me a message. Raise your issues. I've got a few to raise myself about myself. So I did only save the replay of the second race, so I do need somebody to save the first one or share the first one. Yeah, me too. If Fat Man was there, he wouldn't have. Fat Man would have saved me. But I know I can use the VOD to get myself out of the get out of jail free card, but it's the way it is. Who else have we got? Mikey stuck it out. He's carrying a penalty. So what was Geordie driving? Right. So Geordie's driving the RS01. Mikey's in the Alpha. Jeff, my name is Jeff. He's in the Porsche. And Ginger Gandhi's trying out the old Mercedes. That's interesting. Very interesting. It's a really good looking car on the track. Oh, he's just running a bit wide. Is that lag? He seemed to waggle about a bit. Gandhi. I think he was offline and it was just giving him a bit of a trouble. Get it slowed down a bit earlier, Gandhi. If you can slow it down. Braking points on the 100. Make sure you've hit the brakes before the 100. Same down the bottom here, 100 again. Second gear corner. Oh yeah. This one's on the 100, second gear again. One set of wheels over the curb, all the way onto the green. Doesn't matter to go so wide, just try and keep it off the gravel. This is a third gear corner. And then don't change gear going down the hill. Let's keep it in third. Is that lag? It feels like the server's going again. Unlucky, mate. This one's a third gear and the final one's a third gear. Again, you can do the straddle the curb thing on the left hand side. Keep the right wheels on the red and white. I'll let you play this one on your own. Just a touch late on the braking. Touch late. Before the 100. Straddle the curbs. Yeah. Just put your, at this next braking zone here, put your left hand wheels over the red and white. Put them onto the green. Brake on the 100. And then keep it out there on the green until you're ready to turn in. You'll pick up an amazing amount of time. You just got to trust it. Third gear for this one, brake before the 50. That's it. Early accelerate. And then don't change up. Third gear only. Change up. And then push yourself over it. Oh, you got a penalty. Push yourself over it. Tyres onto the green. Yeah, that's where you got them last time, wasn't it? Yeah, don't worry. You'll get it. Put your left-hand tyres onto the green bit of curb over the other side of the red and whites. Really widen the track up. Same here, brake before the 100. Third gear across the yellow curb on the inside. Really try and hit it. Do the same down here. Left-hand tyres onto the green curb. Brake all the way to your turning point. Keep it out there, then turn in. Now attack it in second gear. Doesn't matter. Just follow that line. Beautiful. When you can get that smooth, you're going good. Wheels onto the green bit of curb and stay out there. Turn in, nice and tight. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're braking just a little bit too late. Oi! You're braking just a little bit too late. You need to be on the brakes by the 100. You'll be fine. You takes a little bit to get it, but you'll be fine. So this one, it's brake on the 50 to 3rd gear, but don't change below 3rd. Keep it in 3rd.
Tyres need changing.
Keep it in 3rd. And then at the top of the hill, push the car all the way to the left, get the car tyres onto the green bit. And then, yeah, I know you're going to the pits, it's cool. And with that, folks, that'll be the end of the stream tonight. It is past the witching hour. But thank you very much for your support. I know we're into a new season. We're going to try and recruit some guys through this season and try and get people in for the next one. We need to build it up. So I've got a bit of work to do, but until that time, we'll see you on the next one. All the best, folks. Take care. Goodbye for now. Thank you, Wilkie. Thank you, Big Popper, Omega, JB. Thank you to the guys on chat. Who have we got?
Yeah, come on, mate. It's been good.
Mikey, Ginger, Jeffs. Thank you, buddy. We'll see you on the next one, guys.